Hello.
Hmm. Hi
And
there, everybody. Chris messaged me about a month ago and he said, "Can't we have your testimony?" And I said, "Not yet. I'm still on my healing journey and I'm going through hell." Because when I put on my first patch, 5 minutes after putting it on, pain that I'd had for 45 years gone in 5 minutes. But then it came back in the second month and I started having attacks again. And at that point, I realized that I had to do more than just the batches. I had to look at how I was eating, what supplements I was taking. A whole lot of other factors came into it as well. So I now take about 15 supplements as well. And I'm on the X39 and the X49 and I'm alternating between Aeon, glutathione, and carnosine every second day or every third day, taking one of each. And finally, in my 7th month, I reached that sweet point, and I've now had 3 weeks. I'm in my 4th week now of no pain attacks. And
God
I
bless.
was having between 5 and 8 attacks every single day. I know, even just thinking about it, I become very emotional and heart sore because it's a hell of a journey and it's one that you have to go through on your own. In my case, I don't have a doctor who's treating me. So when things went wrong, I didn't have somebody to say, "Hey, what's happening to me? What's happening?" But now, in the 7th month, my neck feels like it used to feel when I just had my accident. So it feels quite weak. I've taken my neck brace off, but it feels like I'm building new bone material because I can feel it clicking when I turn my head, and it feels like new stuff is growing. So here's hoping, and I've had no attacks. Neck is stronger, but I still have to give it support. But I'm now not using any pain pills. What I also did was I had a look at my skull and the structure of it so that I could help myself. So I've gotten into sacral neuro tapping. So about 3 days ago, I started having the twinges of the beginning of an attack. I immediately sat down, put on my Reiki music, started to massage, tapped my head at the back where I had my damage to my neck. And within 5 minutes, that pain was gone. So, what I wanted to say here is I feel like we also have to take some responsibility for how we manage ourselves and our bodies while we're using the patches, you know? Because yes, drink enough water, but yes, you've also got to make sure you're eating properly. I was so sick most of the time that I couldn't eat. So taking the supplements helped me. And that made me feel a lot better. And it's just become better and better and better. But it took me 7 months to get there. I've also had people who've tried it for a week and they say, "Oh no, haven't felt any results." That's not good enough. Natural healing is not like an opioid where you take it and 10 minutes later you feel a result. It's not like that. So I'm really happy with the results that I'm getting now, and I'll be on these patches forever.
It's so great to hear your story and see you again. I love your sweater. It's
Yeah,
super,
thank you. Yeah, my color,
fabulous.
color.
I love it.
Can you see I've moved from black to colors now?
Cool.
Oh, thank you,
But
Ingi. Thank you, thank you. That's just amazing. Nice perspective. Perspective there.
something
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you.
something that's
Mhm.
fairly key in what you were saying, though, everything
Mm.
I agree with, but the patch, that first patch, with the result after 5 minutes was what
Mm.
really set you on this path. So
Totally.
the patches, they do an awful lot of things, which are a little more subtle maybe than we first see at the beginning. So
Mm.
took Ingi's pain away at that moment for some time, but it also that gave her the relief to be able to actually
Yes.
start to think, because what we're doing here is not only are we using the patches for our own benefit, but because of the changes that we're going through, the result, our frequency, our energy improves. And that
Mm.
has a ripple effect on the people around us. So that's a very key thing.
Mm.
Once again,
I
I'm so
think
happy for you, Ingi.
I'm so pleased as well. But I think also what's very, very important, in my second month, I was feeling so good that I stopped wearing my neck brace. And that was a big mistake. So that's
Yeah.
also something I want to share. While we do start our healing journey, we still have to support our bodies with physical supports like that, for example. I mean, I couldn't even carry a shopping bag with two-liter Cokes in it and maybe 2 or 3 tins. Now I can, and no attack. Normally, if I picked up that bag within seconds, I would be having an attack.
But I
So,
also
yeah,
remember you saying to me, you said, I think I overdo it because you're so pleased that you can. You were
yeah,
overdoing it. So
exactly. At one stage, I was wearing 5 patches all at once: the X39, the 49, the glutathione, the Aeon, and the carnosine. And it was the glutathione that started me detoxing. But I would say for the last 30 years, I've had my condition for 45 years, and I've suffered with it throughout those 45 years. But it got worse and more frequent as I got older. So I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah. I was taking, on average, I would say 4 pain pills every day and 1 or 2 anti-inflammatories as well. And that I did for 30 years. 30 years. So my detox was bad. I literally felt like I was dying. All I could do was lie in my bed and sleep and drift in and out of being awake and being asleep. But I have an older lady who's now joined me on the patches. She's 79, got sciatica, had problems with her back, also had a fusion, and she's now in her 4th month. And I'm now able to encourage her. I've also got her taking salt because she was lacking in salt. Got her also onto a couple of supplements, and slowly, slowly, she's getting better. But I've also said to her, wait for your 8th month, because she's 80 something. So she needs to get into her 8th or 9th month. But I can see the difference in her, just in her whole demeanor, in her mood, all of that.
lovely. Thank you, Ingi.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ingi.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
You.
you.